How does it feel to be called fat and ugly by the guy you love? Hannah felt heartbroken, helpless, disappointed. She wanted to end everything. For many years, she had to sing backstage for a talentless girl, Ami. The only thing she had was a sexy body. She lip-synced to Hannah's voice and tricked the audience, as if she had that angelic voice. What made Ami more pathetic was that she always looked for a way to crash Hannah. Despite Ami's behavior, Hannah always sang passionately backstage. Sang-joon, the producer, inspired her, and she continued this job for him. That night, Hannah was excited to attend an after-party because she received a dress. A note said that it was from Sang-joon, and he wanted her to wear that dress. Hannah wore the dress and went to the party. She arrived there and tried to sit next to Sang-joon. Everybody seemed to be annoyed by her presence. She sat next to Sang-joon and smiled at him. One of the parties asked her to take off her coat. When she took off her coat, everybody looked at her awkwardly, as if the dress wasn't just for her. Then, Ahmi arrived. In that moment, Hannah got the situation. Ami had the same dress on. Ahmi sent the dress to Hannah to humiliate her in front of everyone. Hannah left the room with a heavy heart. She went to the bathroom and sat there. But it wasn't the end of her misery that night. Ami and Sang-joon entered the bathroom. Sang-joon started to scold Ami for what she had done to Hannah. He asked her, "That girl has talent, but she's fat and ugly. We are just using her. Why can't you stop envying her?" Hannah heard everything. She went home. She laid on the couch and left the gas open. She wanted to end her life. Suddenly, the telephone rang. The person on the phone gave Hannah an idea and a hope to live. Well, the doctor used to have erotic phone calls with Hannah. It was her second job. Hannah came to know many things about his personal life during those phone calls. She went to him. She told him her story and asked him to change every part of her body and face. At first, he was reluctant because she didn't have enough money. But once Hannah started to threaten him with all she knew about him, he accepted. Hannah disappeared for a year. Sang-joon and Ami were looking for her, but she was nowhere to be seen. Ami had to go on a hiatus and instead acted in a cheap comedy show. On the other side, Hannah went through multiple plastic surgeries. She lost tons of weight. She changed. Her physics was not similar to who she was before. She was overjoyed. What amazed the doctor was that she seemed completely natural. When Hannah finally went outside after the surgeries, everybody treated her differently. She had an accident and hit a car. At first, the driver was mad, but once he saw her, his behavior changed completely. Even the police officer scolded the man instead of Hannah. One day, Hannah found out that Sang-joon was looking for a singer to sing for Ami. She decided to go for the audition. She knew no one would recognize her. Sang-joon was frustrated. It seemed no one could replace Hannah's voice. But once Hannah entered the room and started singing, he was amazed by her voice. He seemed to have new ideas. Hannah introduced herself as Jenny, a fake name. Sang-joon asked her for a talk. He didn't want her as a replacement. He wanted her to debut as a singer. Hannah accepted it. Her visuals were amazing. She got famous easily. Everybody was looking forward to her. But she only looked at Sang-joon. She wanted to impress him. When she was singing, she tried acting all sexy and beautiful. Sang-joon didn't like it. He took her somewhere, to only show Hannah's old singing records. He wanted to advise Jenny through Hannah. Look, she was simple, but she was singing wholeheartedly. That's what makes her special. Hannah was surprised. Come on, she's ugly, Hannah said. Sang-joon asked her not to call her like that. She was special to me, he said. Hannah was surprised. After hearing what he said, she was encouraged to tell him the truth. She wanted to expose who she really was. But her friend said, "Didn't I tell you there are 3 kinds of girl for men? Number 1, the hot ones. They are like treasure for men. Number 2, normal girls. They are like a gift to men. Number 3, the fat, ugly girl. They are rejected." Hannah said, I know, but now I'm different. I'm not fat. Her friend said, yes, now you're a monster. Men don't like a girl who had plastic surgery. Hannah became double-minded. She went to Sang-joon for dinner. She started to ask him questions. What do you think of the girl who had plastic surgeries? Hannah asked. As you said before, girls who have plastic surgeries are not confident. I also don't like it, Sang-joon said. Hannah said, but wishing for a better look is not a bad thing, right? I mean, men who are only looking for beautiful women are bad people. They argued a little about the topic. On their way to Hannah's home, Sang-joon said, you know, about the plastic surgery, I changed my mind. Girls can have surgeries. Hannah became happy, but my girl shouldn't have one. Hannah got disappointed. Days passed. Ami was looking for Hannah everywhere. She continuously visited Hannah's dad, who was at a nursing home, but there was no trace of her until she met Jenny at a sauna. She talked with her. In between, a word from Jenny, which was similar to what Hannah's dad used to say, made Ami come to the conclusion that Jenny is Hannah. Ami became happy. She had vicious thoughts. On the other hand, Sang-joon found so many similarities between Jenny and Hannah and found the truth. Ami took Hannah's dad to a party where Hannah was. Her father tried to reach Hannah, but she acted as if she didn't know him. They kicked him out of the party. Hannah's friend and Sang-joon were so disappointed in her. Her friend had stopped talking to her for the way she was behaving recently. Hannah was feeling bad. She wanted to tell the truth. She went to Sang-joon. He wasn't happy about her arrival. When Hannah tried to talk and tell the truth, Sang-joon interrupted him. I know everything, he said. Hannah was shocked. So you knew it? Why didn't you say anything? Hannah asked. Because that doesn't matter. Let's just continue the job, he said. Hannah was disappointed. So, I'm only a product for you? Hannah was a loser and pathetic person for you. But Jenny is beautiful. She has a chance. Huh. I was so stupid for changing myself for you. Hannah felt disgusted with herself, of the whole situation. She tore off all Jenny's posters and hurt herself. Sang-joon went to help her. She said it didn't hurt and left. Meanwhile, Ami started to post things about Jenny's real identity. She was exposing her. Their CEO was mad. He came to find the truth, so he decided to end Hannah's career. But Sang-joon stood up for her. He said he would accept the responsibility and he wouldn't cancel her tour. Hannah went on the stage. She started singing. But that devil Ami brought Hannah's father near the stage. Everybody looked at him. Security guards tried to kick him out of the concert. Hannah had enough. Stop, she said. She started talking. I used to be a fat, ugly girl who sang backstage for another person. My real name is Hannah. I went through multiple plastic surgeries and changed my body completely. Now that I'm beautiful, I have chance to sing on the stage. I miss Hannah. I don't even remember how my face was before the surgeries. Jenny is not here today. This fat, ugly girl wants to sing for you. Please listen to me for once. She started singing and Sang-joon displayed Hannah's old clips on the screen. Hannah cried more when she saw that. Her friend and other backup singer sang for her and Sang-joon asked her to go to her dad. Hannah went to her dad and hugged him. She apologized. After that day, Jenny disappeared, but Hannah came. She gained more fans and also more haters. Sang-joon seemed to like her more, but it didn't seem that she loved him anymore. Hannah came to love herself. She was happy with who she was. She sang along with her friends with a peaceful mind. 200 Pawns Beauty, a movie that keeps you on the edge of your seat. This movie shows the sad reality of society's obsession with looks and how they become prejudiced towards each other by their looks. I personally like this movie and do recommend you to watch it. Do you think that today's society has a better perspective towards the matter? Or we even get more prejudiced and obsessed? Do you think that your today's society would accept a singer like Hannah? What about the K-pop world? Many idols undergo surgery to have the standard beauty. On the other side, some of their fans denies it in a way as if it's a shame. Thanks for watching. Please support us with your like and subscription.